Welcome back to HD. We're gonna play some Runescape right now. First, I'm gonna do the patch right now. I like the lychee because I bought these seeds for like 1 GP each when everything crashed. Do this, clear this up. New crop. I like to use your compost or super compost, whatever you want to use. Doesn't matter. So super compost is better, but I don't really have that much. And you're done. I'll get my 4 lychee and 4 combos. Since we did this, we're gonna teleport to Warrock, run south. Just wait. I just used the free teleport. You just gotta activate the lodestones. Run south right here. And check it. If you're gonna ask me, do I pay people to look after it? And the answer is no, I don't. It grows, it doesn't, I don't care. I'm just gonna dig it out when it's dead. And then I'm just gonna replant it. Okay? I never pay for anything for farming. It's not worth it. If I bump into it with disease, you just cure it basically. And I like to go and teleport here. You gotta make a circle basically. We're gonna run south. There's faster ways, but I do it the cheapest way possible. You can do it faster way than this. However, I don't recommend it. If you want to save money and you don't mind running a little bit, I don't mind running a little bit. So we're just gonna hit south. There's a little gap right here that I like to just run across because you don't want to run across the zoo. It's actually longer and then basically much longer than running here. So you just want to run in this little crevice right here. One past. And I'm gonna replant my lychee right here. This was perfect health right now, so I'm just gonna pick 4. There's usually only 4. And point ribbon, if I remember it correctly. Clear it first. Then we teleport to Port Samurai. And then when I run west to Runescape, and then when we're on Runescape, we're gonna run south to the ferry. People say these farming runs are annoying, but to be honest, RuneScape maps looks big on the map, but it's inches away from you. RuneScape map only looks big on the map, but it's really not that big. And then pick from it. Always remember your compost, because you can actually like bury the seed inside without the compost. Why I use compost or super compost, you have a better rate of not getting diseased when you're gone. That's about it. Super compost does a slightly better job, but I don't really have a lot of super compost. I have like what 200k of compost, so I use a normal one. If it dies, it dies. I like to run south, and here is a fairy ring. You gotta do all 3 parts to use it. Well, you don't need to. You could do part 1 and then you could carry the staff with you, but that's annoying and people forget about it. But I already did it, so I can use it. A CIP. This is what I'm gonna teleport to. And you're just gonna run across east, like right here. Just follow the compass. The elements I actually don't do, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do the elements. It's not really worth the experience, and I don't really have a lot of trees to plant. Is whatever I have, I plant. There's other, people say, oh, you can plant so and so for more experience. If you have the seed, yeah, go for it. If you don't, well, use what you have. And I use this seed because I have some of these seeds. So, want to do this, compost, seed. And if you want to get your approval rating up, I really don't care, but get it up. You get a little bit of experience. That's okay. I should have my Aurora on, but don't care too much. And then yeah, water it. If you have your magical watering one, has infinite water, so it doesn't really matter. Here, if you're here, just buy some feathers, bulk up your bank. That's all I do. Lobster pot, open it, all of it, just get 9,000 feathers. You could do a feather run or across RuneScape. Actually makes a little bit of money. Same thing with runes, and then you could resell it in GE. If you guys want me to show you that, I'll show you that. But right now we're doing farm run, and then we wanna get 100. I don't care. Get 100, and then get enough. You can get 5, 4. And we're gonna do the ottomans right now. The easiest one is this one. Canterbury. But we're just gonna go do this one. This is annoying because we're gonna run across east a little bit. And we're gonna do the fly trap seed. Because I have a lot of them. Run across. This is this is the Frankenstein quest. If you did that many years ago, it was fun. I had a fun doing the Frankenstein's quest right here. We're gonna go now. And we're just gonna harvest. It's like 1,000. I have a lot of bonus experience. That's the thing right here. 12.6 million. The reason why I have that much is quite simple. What happened is that I hate farming for like many years, and then I didn't actually farm for maybe 4 years. And my mine farming was 99. That was high, and then they had an update. And then later I'm like, oh, well, 55 million, it's good enough. With the update, it's not. So I'm actually doing farming again. It's very annoying. This is right here because I planted many years ago for corn. Yes, corn. And I have a lot of corn. Wrong seed. And put it inside. You could run across. But I'm kind of lazy right now. I'm just gonna teleport there. It might be the same amount of time running across and teleporting such small distance. When I go down, I got too little compost because I didn't think of this one right here. So I'm just gonna empty this out, and I'll get a significant amount like this, so I don't need to go back. And then we're gonna go to Canterbury, and then we're gonna do that one because that's actually really close. Even I forget about the elements, and I need to go up on Google just do elements, Google, and when there's like 4 of them, 5 of them, as you can see, they're dead. Doesn't matter because I bought this for like 1 GP when everything crashed. So don't hate. These are worth what? 354 now. I bought it for what? To water, a little bit more experience. Not by much. But I bought everything for 1 GP. That was many years ago when a lot of seeds crashed. And I knew that people needed to farm anyways. So I bought a lot. Pick your herbs. Yes, in my level, I'm doing this seed only because I have like 40,000 of the seeds. And I bought it for 1 GP each. Yes, 1 GP. It's like what? 331. Is it 331 times its amount? It's crazy. You can rake this if you want. I don't recommend destroying this or clearing the circle because you gotta do this again. I'm too lazy. There's other formations you do to watch other crops, but it doesn't help the fly traps. Okay. We're gonna use our lumbee ring because that's what I use it for. And just go ahead. I have a lumbee ring 3. Cabbage teleport. It's actually useful because you're directly on it, kind of. And then you're just gonna go up here north. That's why it's so useful. Even though it's a free-to-play ring, I think. And I'm a member, of course. And then we're gonna harvest, compost, and let's plant some seeds inside. You can water it. I like to water it. I think and I also increase the chance of not getting disease slightly, not by much. Okay. Just make sure I compost it. Yeah, because you can't go back and you forgot to compost. Get your herbs. I actually don't make a lot of potions. Even though it's 110, I actually put a lot of lamps on it. Like a lot of lamps. I hate herbal. It's very expensive. Even though I have a lot of money, it doesn't mean that I like to just waste it all. This is the 3rd one. And then the last one, we did this one. I forgot the 4th one. I gotta look that up. But this is not that important. We're gonna go back. Oh, it's right here. That's the one that I didn't go to. That's north of it, near the fishing guild. There's a little automate patch right here. And there's a little bang you dispose on for some. I'm gonna dispose some like this. And we're gonna go up north. Hopefully that yep, they're all good right now. So we're gonna harvest. We have a dead herbs. And we are going to put an element. Might as well water it. I'm gonna do the same here. That's why I just got a lot of I got a rake. I hate when it just grows in front of you and you don't know that. Put your compost and let's water it. That's all of it. I want to rank this for like what 12 experience plus bonus. It's not a lot, but adds up for farming, because farming is really annoying. Alright, we're gonna go back to a pith. You gotta require a lot of crush points, and morning 1 part 1 and 2 is annoying. It's basically bouncing lights back and forth. Watch it on YouTube. Don't even read it on the walkthroughs. Just watch it on YouTube from some guy that's actually doing it. That's the fastest way, actually doing morning part 1 and 2. That's the most annoying quest you gotta go through to actually go to Pith. So we did everything now. So we're gonna go up right here. Right here you get your 20,000 experience daily. I actually don't do that every day. I do that just to kill time. And right here I'm gonna go thieving. This is where I actually stay most of the time in RuneScape because I'm a skiller. I like to AFK. And right here we can activate our skills right here. I like to use Supreme 5-finger discount. I guess I just bought it because since I have so many loyalty points, might as well use a little bit of that. Currently I have 65.5 million Thieving experience. I only have about 200 million skills, but my constitution, I like to call it HP even though they changed it many years ago, but I'm gonna say HP. My HP is 167 million. I'm too lazy to combat because you can't AFK that much. I did 200 mil attack recently, and fishing, you just basically fish urchins. It's the easiest of all if you can go to Pith. Deep sea fishing, it's not AFK, but it has better experience gain. But I'm more of like AFK person, so I would actually go on Pith and then go to the sea urchins and go to the one that is the highest. Some are 93, 95, and 97. Go to the level 97 fishing and just fish there, and you will get 200 million easily. So it looks impressive, but it's really not. You just fish there for like 3 months straight and you get through 200 million. And with this overall, the Supreme 5-figure discount is so OP. As you can see, I have not been got my first strike yet, because your first strike is the hardest one to get with the Supreme 5-figure discount. With 99, and you want to have your thieving bonus experience gloves that you can actually have. But I have my farming because I do farming runs when I have time to do farming runs, so I could get a little bit of experience. I like to go up north right here, and then I just go around fully like this. Just follow this road right here, and then you know where you're going. Here is the agility path. Agility is not an AFK skill. This is the most AFK I can think of. This is AFK, but you gotta copy their emotions. What is doing bow, or you know, whatever this AI is doing. But you can only do that up to 20k, and that's about it, and then you gotta wait. So this is not, you know, you could do it for 24 hours straight. No, if it was 24 hours straight, I just sit there and get experience, and they'll be the most AFK, but it'll be pretty bad experience gain if if it's not right, because right now it's the lowest. There's a certain angle. If you angle this near the tree in the corner, I'm gonna show you one time if anybody wants to ask me. If you angle it like something like here and there was a tree there, you can actually click right here and not move your mouse. And if you actually do that, that's the most AFK agility that I can think of. as long as you don't move your mouse. I think that was like 5-10 minutes, and I've got my first strike. The second, third strike goes pretty fast. It increases your chance of getting. There it goes. The second and third, even with your supreme 5 discount, a 10% success rate. There you go. And then once it's like that, you can pickpocket them. It takes about 20 minutes to reset. So we're gonna go here. We should have emptied our bank, our inventory right here. But as you can see, this curry tree is healthy. You get about 6 of them, I think. And I get like 6.5k. And this is what, like 800 coins? It's really cheap. You can actually buy it down there. I'm gonna show you it later. But I think I already bought it. Chop it down, and then you gotta clear it, or it's gonna grow again. But you don't know, you cannot have any additional experience. Go right here. Just buy a little bit, like 5, with compost it. And we're gonna go back to the bank right here, and then we're gonna get our curry sap, and we're gonna replant it there. I should have banked it on the other side, but I wasn't thinking correctly. Right here, and then since you're right here already, you could open the shop and just buy everything. I say recommend buying. It takes like what, less than 30 seconds, and you will make a little bit of money. This is just bulking my bank up. That's all that is. And let's search for the sap, and then we are going to get what, curry. So we got a curry sappy, and then we're gonna run back. I always have some trees. This is a fruit tree, not the other tree. So if you're new to Piff, this is a fruit tree. Use this. We already put our compost, so it doesn't matter. And we are going to pickpocket here now. I don't think he's using it, or he has really low it's in privacy. So I don't know what he has. I look on high score, but I don't want to do that. You can buy stuff here too, but why buy here when you just buy on the other side and there's a bank there? So I never recommend buying anything here, because you're gonna run all the way back. Yes, members, it's not even that far, but for members it's really far. We're gonna continue pickpocketing till we get the first strike, and then the first strike is always really hard to get with this configuration. My legendary pet is right there, because if I accidentally click on somebody and it's a warrior, and I could die by them because I have no armor on it. This is my farming skilling set. I have no weapons on me. Yes, this is a weapon, but it's really weak, and we use it for farming, not for combat. So if my health falls below 10%, configure this legendary pet to a lifesaver. So if you actually attack somebody on accident and you're AFKing, you're not looking sometimes, this legendary pet can save you. Always have him on life saving when you're skilling and piff. If you're thieving and you might accidentally attack a warrior, this will save you like 200k, 200, 300, 400, depending on what you're wearing, and it'll save you time. You can buy this for like 50 bucks. Sadly I did buy this, but it did save me a lot of time. You can bank items back to a bank, a single item, but if it's a rare item, you can bank one rare item back to the bank, and it takes 10 minutes to reset. So you can actually send maybe like 3 or 4 in the time of battling in combat. It's it's really useful. I recommend people to buy legendary pets. We were talking like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and the first strike was still continued pickpocketing with 99 Thieving and Supreme 5 figure discount. Yeah, you get a lot of experience, but even though it will take you about 15-20 minutes sometimes just to get your first strike, and then maybe the elves right there, they could reset sometimes. 15-20 minutes on it takes. This is the second one. The second and third one is always good when you get your first strike, so I can move on. But I'm gonna bank first because I only have about 4 inventory left. If I get too many dragon skill dust, I don't have anything in my inventories to pickpocket. So you gotta continuously empty out. Since we have 2 left, we can skip this, and there's a bank here. I like this part. You can get a little bit of seeds here from this guy, the outer tree. I don't have any outer tree patches right here because I don't have seeds for it. I want to plant it, but I don't have seeds for it. In a barn, GE can't even buy it right now. We're gonna shop here, and then you can buy like tomatoes and just bulk up your bank. I like to do it. I got most of it. I'll get the rest of the curry because that'll be useful. You gotta water them too. Once you water them, you don't need to wait till they're saplings. You just instantly just put in the bank. But I'm gonna pickpocket here a little bit before I bank. In this little spot, I like to actually pickpocket because these AIs can't move anywhere too much. In this small location and this little filter right here, they can walk out, but usually they don't. Once you get them in this corner, it's easy picking. In this corner right here, easy picking. But you gotta see an AI right there and you can pickpocket them. This is one of the best locations. Right here is one of the best locations too. They're stuck. So you want to find AIs when they're in a building like this. That's where you want to pickpocket them. This is IVs right here. Very AFK. I also have 200 million woodcut. It's down here. And yes, I have what 50 bonus XP, but I don't really need that. You're maxed out already, so you know it's gonna be there for a while because I'm not gonna IV. IV is one of the best ways to get 200 mil woodcut. But when people say I have 200 mil woodcut, no one cares. We just know you just hack the hell out of these IVs, and that's about it. And then shrivels down, and then you chop IV here, and then they respawn really quickly. This is actually not dangerous. They have no warriors here, so you cannot accidentally click on anybody. But when we go south a little bit, they're down to mining the certain stones, 89 mining. But man, it will take you about 5-6 months of continuous mining, depending on how long you play. Well, for me, it's been like 5-6 months to get 200 mil mining there. But it was really easy and fun if you just mine with your friends and just talk with them. That's what I did. It flies real fast, but I don't use my aurora anymore because it's maxed out. And since you're maxed out, I'll have a lot of trapdoors. but my smithing is only about 25 million. I can technically get 200 million experience on smithing, but it's annoying, it's long, the grind again, and then once you basically did a grind for 200 mil mining, most people sanely will say, I gotta have a little break. We might get smithing a little bit, but we're not gonna grind it to 200 mil. We gotta have a little break. But hardcore people, they would like, okay, I got 200 mil mining. Now I'm gonna go 200 mil smith. Like, good for you, man. But I gotta have a break a little bit. I'm not Zezima or anything. I do my thing basically. No rush. Like, people want to get like number one, you know, divination and archaeology. The archaeology was easy as long as you just got your resources, and then you repair the artifact. And when you repair the artifact, that's the easiest way to get 200 million. But when you do that, it's actually very, very expensive. People spend millions, billions of GP just to get the things they want, just to restore the artifact. That's all they do. I didn't mind the hard way. I don't like invention. I still don't like. That was a really fast. Wow. Okay. Okay. 3 strikes. That was easy. So when it goes south right here, and these have warriors. This is what I meant. You go here, these have warriors. Like this guy, you can pickpocket. But the guys with like these staff, you can actually accidentally click on them. That's why I have my legendary pet to actually watch my back. Because when I don't actually pay attention and I accidentally click on him, I have nothing on. He's gonna, kill me basically if I'm not looking. And this actually saved my life many times before. The life-saving technique does not work on PvP, so I don't think that he will save you in PvP. But we're just in the city, so he will save me. Here has nothing to buy or shops, so don't need to worry about that. But always be careful. Get these guys. These are fine. The boy elf you can't click on. This is the max skill right here. I have a max kick. It's right here. It's not a trimmed, and I'm not a professional in questing. I don't like questing. I quest just enough to get by. But yes, you can go there. If you want a complete cape with completionist cape and everything like that, then you could sit on the throne. I can't actually sit on that yet. You can ask these guys, privacy on, so yeah. But you can see what's up right here. So no clan, status none, personal message none. Sometimes it's actually funny. We're still waiting on our first strike. Right here, unpowered ores, pretty good for crafting experience. Super magic potions, I don't use. This is for fletching. I should have 200 mil fletching, but I don't. My fletching is right here, 19.1 mil. Why? Because I have tons of maple logs and willow logs back in the days because they were so cheap to make and buy. But now willow logs are really expensive. More expensive than yew logs and magic logs. That's the crazy part of willows. Right here, super range potion. I don't range a lot. I use my crystal ball a little bit because it's not the best ammunition or range item that I have. I just like the infinite arrows that the crystal ball provides you. You just gotta repair it. I think it's worth it, but I still use a crystal ball, yes, because I don't want to deal with picking it up. You can wear one of those pack things. It's in my bank. I forgot what it's called. It basically automatically picks up the arrows for you. But even though I still use my crystal bow because it's still a pretty good bow. If you're just gonna slay with it, you're not gonna boss with it. You don't need good equipment like bandos or midcore and or something like that, or those hybrid cores. That is perfectly fine. I use it because when I'm doing slaying, that's all you need. You don't need to go, oh, I need a color 90 set. I have it. I don't actually use it. Not for a little gain like slaying. You're just getting your experience down. That's why I actually like non-degrading armor and sets because I don't want to deal with it. I still use a Sarah's Domin God Sword, the passive one. You just go to God Wars, make sure you have all gods equipped so they don't attack you. Go inside and you could bless it and it'll be a passive God Sword. And then it will automatically heal you as long as it's a passive God Sword. It's a fairly good amount of healing and you don't need to worry about any food. Here's the bank, and my willow tree is dead because I don't pay anybody. Then we got our willow, right? And then we want to trade him. Trade, get one compost, and then clear the street. Compost. And got a willow. These willows seeds are like actually $3,000 or 3K in the shop, which is actually quite expensive. Yes, a person that has so much money, you're whining about 3K, but it adds up to a lot. If you're gonna buy like 10,000 saplings in a willow tree, that will cost you a lot of money. A lot. I'm just gonna empty this out and get the rest, I guess. Yes, I bulk up my bank like this. And then right here, you could go in this room. I like to go in this room and I'm on a big pocket. It's like right here. It's like when they go down here, you could actually, I'm gonna do it right now. And then we pickpocket and she's stuck there. You're gonna have easy defense experience. I actually like doing that because it's so fun. You basically corner them and they're gonna take it till they find you that you're stealing from them and you get your first strike. I have 37 minutes left with the chance of thieving successfully by 10% and 99 thieving. This is like the perfect spot you want to do. It's fun, exciting because you don't need to run everywhere like these guys. If you're here, they're gonna walk everywhere here. This is like the oldest trick in the book. We like doing that. And then hopefully that guy will be here or there, and I can pickpocket them. Or you can walk side right here and then pickpocket so he can walk back down here. So you gotta think of where to pickpocket. Little amounts of saving time will be actually a lot of your time just running around. Just you pickpocket them once or twice and they're walking. It's annoying. That's why you always want to be in the building here. I was on this stone most of the time. But there was a lot of bots here at one point. I'll see how much is that. There's 2 inside. It's a 600 GP, but that's nothing compared to what I have. I might pick it up if it's still there. But since I haven't had my first strike yet, most likely it's gonna disappear. If you go to the same level in the same world over and over, you see the same guy. You're just gonna see these logos. Like this Geo56842. He's not a high level. Not by RuneScape standards. Most of us are 108 to begin with. Most of us has like 1 billion experience. Me, I have 2.4 billion experience. It's not 5.6 billion, but I'm like basically halfway there, almost. Like if you just click on it, they're always gonna be a 128 total level, or you know they're gonna. You have the option of giving your total level or your combat level. It was 200 at one point, but they reversed it back to 126. Way back it was 126. Now they reversed it back to 138 because that was summoning. That caused a little bit of trouble in RuneScape communities because people like the iconic 126 combat, because all your combat level, your attack, strength, HP, defense, and prayer. That's what made your combat. But since you know summoning increase your combat level, it actually basically pissed off a lot of RuneScape players. So we go back here because you know we might get there you go, third strike. We're gonna go this way. We almost did a full circle right now. And then I'm gonna go here. This is a prayer item. Not item, but an altar. And right here, you can recover your prayer, or you could turn on to curse, or whatever you want to do. Here has no shops. On the other side has nothing right here. And here has nothing right here. So you're basically committed to pickpocket until you get a strike. But right here, there's people that you can attack. Like that guy. Don't click on him. You gotta be careful where you click. That's why my legendary pet is just right there. If I do click on him, and if I was all below 10%, my legendary pet will automatically rescue me. I actually don't like them walking inside because you can actually click if they're basically right here and you accidentally click on them, that which I do a lot. So I have a tendency to you know, be away a good 3-4 feet away from them. Like the ones near me right here, I know that they're there, but I don't want them underneath. Like keep them walking here. Soul Split is one of the most OP curse Basically, damage you inflict on your target will regenerate your own life points. So by a factor of you get like what 5% or 3% back by the total damage you actually do. If you have a high damage per minute and you have like dual wielding crossbows, you can actually do a fair amount and retain most of your HP. That's what people do in Slayer Tower. Have a high damage per minute base equipment, depending on what you want to use, even. But I don't recommend using God Sword because everybody's gonna use the aggression potions. If you don't have any aggression potions, they're just gonna hog everything. I even use aggression potions, so you're better off logging out and fighting the world without people using aggression potions. And that is the best way to get your experience and grinding your HP. But if you don't care about that, you can just attack one by one or attack two with 7 Dolmen passive God Sword. But it'll be pretty hard to actually find a world without people actually using aggressive potions, because you can get millions of experience that way. I even do that. But if you don't have the money for aggressive potions, then you can use the ability, this aggression based ability. You can use it once every 90 seconds. So you can technically make everybody aggressive you over 90 seconds, but it's not a continuous aggressive potion making every monster aggressive towards you. So if you attack it, the experience goes to the person that attacked it first. That's how RS3 works, right? Second, and then maybe the third. I want to get some experience here. Don't give me the third strike. And then we're gonna run out this one here. There we go. We got the third strike already. And we have 28 minutes left. That's how efficient this is. And then right here, this is the harps. It's pretty fun. You only get about 75,000 experience. It's not that great. But you can get 200 million experience crafting here because I did, people. And if you're gonna ask me how long it took you to get 200 million crafting by harps, and I'm gonna be honest, it took me about 9 months. 9 months on like maybe like 12 hours straight. Because remember, every hour you're only getting about 76,000 experience. And you want to re-click and re-click. This is where you're gonna buy some stuff. But I don't want to waste my time yet. So I'm gonna show you later. I think I have about 1.8 million dust from actually doing this to 200 million. If you want me to show you guys, sure, I'm gonna show you that, guys. I never actually use it for repairs because I don't need that much. Right here is pretty good. You could use it for crafting, but I don't use that too much. And right here you could trade, and then you get the ball of wool and glass blowing pipes and get your thread. Well, I have no inventory left, but that's the most valuable part if you trade with them. I want to get my thread because might as well, because they stack. It is not taking up space, people. Right here, it's better if they're in this right here when you're pickpocketing them. But if they're right here, they don't move too much right here. So you're just barricading them. So he can only walk this way. He can walk through you. Like if you walk like that and he walks down like that, you're a barricade to them for like a few seconds. But since you're just stationed here for a while, he can't walk through me. I noticed that when I was pickpocketing them. So he can only go this way. He can't go this way until I move this way, and then he can actually go through me when I'm actually walking for a few seconds. But when I'm stationary, I'm actually a barrier for him. So this is his only motion, is going this way. We're gonna wait till we get our first strike, second strike, and third strike, and then we're gonna move up here north. It usually takes about 45, 55, sometimes an hour. We activate this. You get what, 60 minutes, an hour, and about 45 minutes we were like 3/4 there, 3/4. But this is crazy, ridiculously good when you want to get a lot of experience. 10%. But the thing is, you gotta buy the 3, the 5, the 7, and 10%. You just can't buy the Supreme because JetX doesn't allow you to buy it. You need to buy the cheapest one, and then you gotta work your way up. Which is a good idea by JetX standards, but it's kind of annoying because these Auroras cost a lot of money. You need to be a yearly subscribe member. I buy yearly members every year, so membership is not a big issue. I don't like bonds because I don't like using my wealth to buy 14 days. It's not worth my time. But it's good for kids that actually play RuneScape. Like play RuneScape a lot. And they don't have a job. They're like 14 years old, or they're playing RuneScape. And they want to have membership. So the best way of getting membership, if you're free to play, man, is go find those goblin raids and hope for a drop, a good drop. Right here, I say buy all the pouch right here. 5,000, that's the max, and then later it actually regenerates very slowly. I forgot to bank because this is gonna be a long time, and I might run out of inventory here. That means I need to go back here. That's why I said to you guys, always and always empty your inventory, because you're gonna run out of space when you're thieving like this. I don't want to run back, but I'm preparing to run back right now because I only have 2 inventories left. I forgot about my inventory, and this is what you get when you don't remember. You gotta run back anyways. And you're gonna waste time because I have 22 minutes left and I don't want to waste that time. So I'm hoping that I can get a strike and a strike and a strike, 3 strikes pretty fast right now, so I can loop up. And I think there's a bank up there. There's a bank over here, but there's a bank up there. But there you go. So that means I need to go run this way because I didn't empty out. Always empty. I always use the bank when you need it, because you can't pickpocket them when you're full. So we wasted a little bit of time and seconds. I don't get them back. Right here, this is a fairy right here. We can go back to our bush, but it's not gonna grow that fast. CIP. It's not gonna grow that fast. But when we leave, we're gonna get a little bit more pouches too, if we remember. The best part right here is right here. When they get stuck, you can easily pickpocket them. Like right here. Oh, he's going there. Now he's stuck. This is the best part of pickpocketing. In this location is good. This is the best location when they're stuck. And this part right here, when they're stuck, they can only move this way. So I have the perfect position right now. All of these elves, you can look it up on Google. They all have different thieving levels to pickpocket them. So if you only have like 91 or 93, you can only pickpocket a few of these elves. I think it goes up to 97 thieving. I gotta look it up online. But once you get 97 thieving, that means that you can pickpocket any elves here. I'm at 99, so it doesn't matter. But if you're new, keep that in mind. If you say, oh, I can't pickpocket them, you don't have a high enough level. I'm still waiting for my first strike. I might just go right here. I'll lose my spot. Don't worry. I'm gonna lose my spot right now. And there you go. You got 300 more. Is it worth losing my spot? Maybe. I might even go back to the bank because there's those bank here close by. He went back. I might go back because look at my inventory. And then people say, why do you keep this? You know, I don't care about it. I use it for invention. Yeah, you can. If you really want to save space, you can just use invention. I have my invention right here. This is simple. So if you really want to save space, you could just disassemble some of it with your action bar right here. People say to me, why won't you just play old school RuneScape? My simple answer to you guys, I don't want to start over. This is my old school RuneScape account. I played this in 04, 05. That's how old this account is. And starting over, it'll be fun, but it's just too much work. When you're younger, like, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, you know, you have all the time in the world. You just do your homework and then you go to school. I don't have the time anymore. I'm playing right now, but I usually don't have time. I want to get caught right now, so I can go in this path north. Right here is just monsters. Okay, that's good. So we did a circle right now. And we're back where we started. That took what? Almost about like 50 minutes? Yeah. So you can do one round very easily. And I usually repeat this process, guys. If you want to tell me what I do when I actually play RuneScape, this is what I actually do. You find me in World 2 most of the time. I'll see you guys later, and I'm going to repeat this process one more time. Bye, guys.